Hey everyone. So there's this new song on the internet by this guy for Anthony. He's a country singer and the song is Richmond north of Richmond. So the news is talking about it. People are talking about it. I don't know why people are talking about it. But I wanna see it so we could talk about it. And this is actually where I found the video. So it was posted August 8th, 2023. So let's go.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men know the rich men. I wish politicians would look out for miners, and not just miners on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men north of rich men. I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.
Okay, so before I give my opinion, there's another there's some behind the scene footage about him making the song that I want to listen to first.
Well, hey, it's August the 7th, 2023, and as of this recording, tomorrow on Tuesday, Radio WV is going to upload the debut of Richmond North of Richmond. And it's going to be the first song to get out there that's been recorded on a real microphone and a real camera, and not just on my cell phone. And Lord willing, it's going to get some traffic, and maybe at least a few of you are going to drift your way over here. And I thought I'd have kind of an introduction video on what it is I'm aiming to do here. So, I've been playing a long time and singing. I really started to write my own music back in 2021. Things were things were obviously not good for a lot of people, and in some respects I was one of those people, and I had wasted a lot of nights getting high and getting drunk, and I had sort of gotten to a point in my life where even things that I did care about didn't mean anything to me anymore. And I mean, this is certainly no Dr. Phil episode, but I found an outlet in this music, and I started uploading a couple songs, and Ain't Got a Dollar I uploaded spring of last year, and then Rich Man's Gold, Cobwebs and Cocaine, and the list goes on from there. And there's probably been about a dozen or so originals that I've put out just off my cell phone. And I started getting messages from people saying like how much the music was helping them, and with their struggles in their lives, and that they'd been sitting on the back porch listening to me for the last hour. And it just I don't know, it really gave me a purpose. It made me feel like I wasn't just wasting my time. And so anyway, kind of in the last roller coaster of the last year, I have decided that this is going to be what I do. At all costs, no matter what, I'm going to create. I'm going to write, create, and produce as much original, authentic music as I can, in the hopes that it'll at least help somebody out there that needs it. And I know we're living in dark times, and I know that this is really just the beginning of what's to come. And there's a lot of beautiful people in this world, and I meet a lot of awesome people every day. Even back when I did work in the factory, I sing about selling my soul, and I am a ginger, so I don't know if I have a soul to sell or not. But I met a lot of good people even back then, working third shift, 12 hours, 6 days a week, and now I spend a lot of time on job sites, and I meet people from all across the country. And the universal thing I see is that it's like no matter how hard they push and how much effort they put into whatever it is they're doing, they just can't quite get ahead because the dollar's not worth enough. It's being overtaxed. People are just sick and tired of being sick and tired. And so yeah, I want to be a voice for those people. And not just them, just humans in general, and some of the struggles and the battles that they go through. And there'll be a lot of positive songs on here too, and there already are some, 90-some Chevy, and Between You and Me, and I mean, even Ain't Got a Dollar. Those are going to be fun songs, and there'll be plenty more like that. But I appreciate you taking the time to listen, and hopefully you like what you hear. My email is oliveranthonymusic@gmail.com. I'd love to hear from you. I'll speak a few minutes on Richmond, north of Richmond, and then we'll hang this thing up. I don't want to chatter too long to you, but Richmond, north of Richmond, it touches on my time in Western North Carolina, working in the factory. It talks about some people that live north of Richmond, Virginia, who I'm sure you're very well aware of, who make life a little more difficult than it should be. It touches base on human trafficking and the atrocities that, I'll say this, I sit pretty dead center down the aisle in politics, and always have. I remember as a kid the conservatives wanting war and me not understanding that, and I remember a lot of the controversies when the left took office, and it seems like both sides serve the same master, and that master is not someone of any good to the people of this country. But I think one of the worst things that a human being can do is take advantage of a child. And I can't begin to conceptualize what has to happen to someone in order for them to think that's okay. And I think I drew the line on being quiet when I started to see that becoming normalized. And I'll leave that at that. In the last part of the song, it touches on suicide rates and really on mental health and depression, and there's no reason why young men or women in this country should be committing suicide. There's obviously a problem, you know. People talk about epidemics in this country and the homelessness and the drug use and the lack of skilled labor and the suicide rates. Those things aren't problems. Those are symptoms of a bigger universal problem. And a lot of people know that. It's just common sense, but we don't talk about it enough. And maybe that is the problem. Maybe that is the problem today, is we just don't talk enough common sense anymore. You know, we've kind of went a little off the deep end. So yeah. I guess I'll leave it at that. I hope wherever you are in the world listening to this, and whatever it is that you're trying to do with your life, I hope that you succeed at it. And I hope if you take anything away from me and the music I write, it's that this life is a beautiful opportunity, and I don't care where you are or what you've done, where you think your life's heading. Everything can change in a moment. As long as you're above the dirt, you've got a fighting chance. And I'll say this and I'll go. I spent a long time being an angry little agnostic punk. And I remember talking about Sky Daddy and Cloud Papa, and I would get so angry about the concept of God because I had sort of perverted what my vision of God was, because I looked at the religion of man as God and not God himself. But there is a divine creator that loves you, and sometimes it takes falling down on your knees and getting ready to call things quits before it becomes obvious that he's there. But he's always there. You just got to look out for him and listen for him. So I'll see you on the next one. And I love you guys and gals, and I'm really appreciative of you listening to my music and giving me a voice. So Lord willing, this is just the beginning. Hope you guys have a good night. Bye.
Well, there you have it, people. This song, I never thought this song was actually political to begin with. And to me, it just sounded like he just had a bad day at work and he was just venting about life. I mean, in the beginning of the song, it literally says, you know, he couldn't make enough money. He had a bad day at work. He comes back and he drowns his sorrows. And he does that over again. And a lot of these songs, they don't have to be political. I mean, if political now is just venting about everyday life and about your problems, then every song is gonna be political. I mean, I'm starting my orientation at Universe Studios today. My 3-part orientation for the 16th, 17th, and 18th, and then I'll start and then I'll be working at Universal for $16.90 per hour. Who knows? Maybe in a couple of months I could be complaining at Universal like this guy is, saying that I've been working all day and I'm drowning my sorrows and whatever. Then I have to do it again. But then he also talks about the most political thing that this song talks about is the child trafficking. And he makes that directly clear by saying politicians. So he wants you to know that. So that's my only gripe, how people probably think it could be political. The other stuff is kind of like he's just venting about everyday life, but this is more where he's directly admitting that politicians do not care about minors, and they only care about minors who are sex trafficked when it comes to Island. You know what? I wonder if he saw that Sound of Freedom movie that I covered a couple of days back, because that movie is also about child trafficking on the island. So I wouldn't be surprised if people connect what he did there to Sound of Freedom. Oh, by the way, if you haven't checked out my Sound of Freedom review, then it's on my channel. Go check it out. So, yeah, this song isn't political. He's just venting about everyday life. And sometimes you gotta do that. I mean, you can't just... Okay, I could sing like, I hate being married or whatever, even though I'm not. But is that political? It could be. It could be in a couple months if people think like that. But, I mean, to me, it's just venting about the world. This guy is just venting about the world. He's venting about his life. He doesn't like his factory job. He even admitted that. So, I think the news covered this for people who did not watch the video. And it's easy to say that the song is racist or right if you didn't watch the video, because, I mean, you're not going to know if it's politically bad or if it's political at all. The news is just telling you what they want to hear. So if you hear that it's politically right and you don't like it, then you're going to hate it. But, I mean, after watching this song, and especially behind the scenes, you cannot say that this song, or at least to me, there's only one section I found political or political leaning, but other than that, the rest of the song is just talking about life, and that's it. So anyway, I hope you like this review, and yeah, watch this song. Go to his email, say you'll watch the song, just support him, because I know he'll like it and you'll like it. And on that note, I'm gonna end this review, so I hope you all have a good day, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. And wait, hold on, one more thing. Does he live off the grid? You know what? I don't know if he lives off the grid, but he had his 3 dogs and he was in the wilderness, so he must live in a small town. And I never lived in Richmond, Virginia, so I don't know if it's a small town or not. But other than that, bye y'all. Thanks for watching.